Barry Smith, as you said on Sunday, the challenge post Bradford is now to replicate that performance on Wednesday night against Lincoln. What's the key to ensuring that happens?
Well, we've had a lot of good performances at home, some good results, but after coming from what was a difficult game, we can't rest in our laurels because we had a good performance against Bradford. The players must do the same things which they do in all the other games and not allow that dip which can happen, but we're trying to ensure that doesn't happen on Wednesday.
And Lincoln, while we were drawing against Bradford, they were losing quite heavily against Whitehawk. They'll have had 2 long journeys down to Brighton and then down to Hampshire, but you'll be expecting a response from them that they'll have been stung by the 5-3 defeat. Oh,
definitely. The FA Cup throws up results like that, but they'll definitely be looking for a reaction after getting beat by a team from a lower division. So we have to be well aware of that. They're above us in the league at the moment, so we know what they're capable of. So we know we have to give what we always give 100%, but also concentration levels must be at maximum again for the full 90 minutes.
And their style is well known. They'll be strong. They'll probably be direct. They've got Matt Reed, who's the obvious focal point at 6'4" as their target man. But at the moment, the back four is looking like they're able to combat that.
Yeah, well, they dealt with the lad from Bradford, Hansen, really well. But it's about doing it, consistently. At the moment, we're getting good performances from the team defensively. But again, Reed will be a handful for them, and they must combat that by doing the right things and defending properly. But I'm pretty sure that they'll be able to do that.
And after Sunday's clean sheet, I think it's now 2 goals conceded in the last 9 hours of football. That's a pretty impressive statistic, and we could see it on Sunday. The team were defending as a whole. Richard Brodie and Charlie Walker were defending as much as the back four themselves.
Yeah, well, I think in the second half we knew Bradford were going to throw everything at us, and we had to, defend extremely well, and that started from the front too. But I think you saw in the first half we were on the front foot and got at them, that were capable of going and creating chances and another day scoring goals. So hopefully on Wednesday we're able to press forward for the full game. And create chances and put them in the back of the net for the fans.
And another statistic, 1 defeat in 8. That's pretty impressive run in itself.
Yeah, it's a good run, but we'll look to the next game against Lincoln. To keep that run going. But we can only concentrate on that game. The other games have gone, and we must focus on the Lincoln game. Make sure we put in a performance that the fans can enjoy.
And the focus is important. Well, we just announced today that the Bradford replay is going to be live on television. That's great for the club, and as was mentioned on Sunday, financially a really great reward for yourself and for the board of directors.
Yeah, financially it's great for the club, but as a manager and speaking on behalf of the players, we can only look forward to the replay and do what we've got to do to try and get through to the next round. It's got to be incredibly tough against Bradford at their home ground. But first and foremost, we've got to concentrate on the 2 league games before that. So we'll focus on the Lincoln game just now, and then we'll concentrate on the Kidderminster before we even think about the replay.
And back to Lincoln, one player who'll be missing tomorrow night, I believe, is Richard Brodie. He'll be suspended after his 5th yellow card. He'll be a miss for the team.
Yeah, Richard's done extremely well for us, and he gives us something different up top. But also possibly we're missing Reese as he's unwell at the moment. But we have to deal with that. We're able to bring in a lad from Stevenage who has had good reviews. He's played first team football, so he's ready to get into the squad and the team if necessary. So we'll see how things go over the next day and make decisions then.
And you mentioned Dippo Akinyemi from Stevenage. He was awarded a contract in the summer after impressing in pre-season, and if a striker impresses Teddy Sheringham, they've probably got something about them. Yeah,
as I say, I think he started the first 5 games of the season, and Teddy Sheringham giving him praise after being such a good striker obviously shows that Dippo's got something, and hopefully we can give him the opportunity to play more games get himself some goals, and he can push on from there.
And otherwise, are you able to? You mentioned Reece is ill. Is everybody else fit and ready?
Yeah, you know, at the moment everyone else is fit and ready. The only one is Reece, who's was unwell yesterday, and we'll have to keep a rain check on him and see how he is come Wednesday.